Okay, so I wanted to share some activities that I did on the first day of school with my first year teaching. I feel like these 3 activities made such a difference in my school year, and they really grew the foundation for my classroom. I had such a strong relationship with those kids, and they were just an amazing class, and this is really making me miss them. But, okay, so the first activity was them writing me a note. I told the students that they could get personal, but they don't have to. They can write me a story, whatever they want me to know about them, and that it's okay to get deep, and that this was only going to be going to me, and it would allow me to get to know them. These students really got deep, most of them. Like, here's an example. I want you to know that I can get a little mad. Also, I'm kind, nice, and careful. That just really allowed me to get to know the students. Some of them wrote about how they get stressed and they have panic attacks. And in my mind, I wasn't thinking, oh, wow, these 5th graders, like, they're having panic attacks. And it's true. These students have social emotional things that they need to feel comfortable talking about with you because you're their teacher. I'm really nice. I'm really sensitive. A lot of them talked about how they can get sensitive. And then a lot of them told me very personal and deep stories, like family stories and things like that. So this really built a strong foundation for our relationship for the rest of the year. Before I did that, I did the second activity is a teacher quiz. Let me show you guys the quiz. So it's right here, who is Miss Young, and I used my Bitmoji, and I just made this on Google Slides pretty quickly. It just had questions about me. Where has your teacher traveled? What kind of dog does she have? Of course, the students did not know the answers, but they would just guess them. I think I would say, like, who thinks A? And then they would raise their hand and tell me why. This is where my students really started to open up. They were all quiet and nervous and shy. Of course, it was the first day of school, and then they all started talking and getting out of their comfort zones once I did this quiz. So it allowed them to get to know me and also for them to open up. And the last activity is about our classroom rules. We made them together as a class. I did a big anchor chart paper and we came up with the rules together. I didn't start with any rules and then lay them out and tell them. No, we made them all together. I feel like this really allowed for them to know that the classroom is their classroom too and that they are a part of this. And that way they really did care about the rules because we agreed on all these together. I had a professor do this when I was in my college, when I was in my undergrad, and I really, really liked this. So I actually got it from that professor, and I just love the idea. So yeah, those are 3 activities that I feel like will really set the foundation for your classroom.